Welcome back, welcome back.
It's like this, like, what's your fashion?
Seven most powerful angels of God. Raphael. He's known as the angel healer. He uses his staff to perform miracles and heals the weak. Sariel. The god of death and punisher, he can change forms. He observes all act of good and evil on earth. Uriel. Archangel Uriel is a powerful and mysterious figure, revered for his wisdom and insight. Gabriel. His name means God is my strength. He is the messenger of the angels. He told Mary that she would give birth to Jesus Christ. Ramiel. Known as the thunder god, he stands the closets to God. He guides the good souls to heaven. Michael. He is the leader of the archangels. He banished Satan from heaven. He is considered the strongest angel in the Bible. Ragel. His name means friend of God. He is the God of justice and harmony. He supervises the angels and banishes those who disobeys God. Seven most powerful.
What do some folks misunderstand about Jesus coming back? Well, many think he'll return on a friendly cloud, all smiles. But that's not quite right. The Bible tells a different story. It says he'll come back for a big battle, surrounded by heaven's army, wearing a robe covered in his enemy's blood. In Revelation, it goes like this. I saw heaven open, and there was a white horse. The rider is called Faithful and True. He judges and fights fairly. His eyes blaze like fire, and he wears many crowns. His name nobody knows but him. His robe is soaked in blood, and he's...
So even in the New Testament, it says, the one we're waiting for, nobody knows his name but him and the Father. Because you know the Father knows all things. Get it? Okay, good.
called the Word of God. Heaven's armies, dressed in white.
Seven.
What do some folks misunderstand about Jesus coming back? Well, many think he'll return on a friendly cloud, all smiles. But that's not quite right. The Bible tells a different story. It says he'll come back for a big battle, surrounded by heaven's army, wearing a robe covered in his enemy's blood. In Revelation, it goes like this. I saw heaven open, and there was a white horse. The rider is called Faithful and True. He judges and fights fairly. His eyes blaze like fire, and he wears many crowns. His name nobody knows but him. His robe is soaked in blood, and he's called the Word of God. Heaven's armies, dressed in white, ride white horses behind him. He has a sharp sword from his mouth to defeat nations and rule with an iron rod. He'll unleash God's anger like treading a winepress. On his
He has a sharp sword that he uses from his mouth. Oh yeah, the Bible, my father said that your tongue is the most deadliest weapon in the world. So what that means is, when he says something, that's what it is. So when he actually understands that the Lord's going to give him the authority to speak a new reality and speak you away, he's going to do it.
robe and thigh, it's written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So, what do some folks misunderstand about Jesus coming back? Well,
A millionaire walks into a bank in New York City and says, I need to borrow $5,000. I'm going to Europe for 2 weeks. The bank officer says the bank will need some kind of security for the loan, so the man hands over...
I bet you didn't see this coming. I had to listen to this 3 times to be like, wait, what did I just hear? This is how rich people stay rich. Because they're actually smart. And while you think they're just buying shit, they're not.
the keys to his Ferrari and says, the car is parked on the street in the Bible that you... A millionaire walks into a bank in New York City and says, I need to borrow $5,000. I'm going to Europe for 2 weeks. The bank officer says the bank will need some kind of security for the loan, so the man hands over the keys to his Ferrari and says, the car is parked on the street in front of the bank. The bank agrees to accept the car as security for the loan. Then the man working at the bank gives the millionaire a few papers and says, "You have to sign here, here, and here." After they are done, he gives him $5,000 and the man walks away. The bank's president and its officers all enjoy a good laugh at the man who used a $500,000 car against a $5,000 loan. An employee of the bank then drives the car into the bank's underground garage and parks it there. 2 weeks later, the millionaire returns and repays the $5,000 and the interest, which comes to $16.93. The loan officer says, "We are very happy to have had your business. This transaction has worked out very nicely, but we are a little surprised. Why would you bother to borrow $5,000 since you drive this type of car?" The man responds, "Where else in New York City can I park my car for 2 weeks for only $16.93? Millionaire walks into a bank in New York City.
In the Bible that you have today, the King James Version, John 16, 23, 24, what you have is the condensed version. You have the edited version. The edited version looks like this. "Whatsoever ye ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Hitherto have ye asked nothing in my name. Ask, and ye shall receive, that your joy may be full." This is the edited version. This is so amazing to me because they took out the two sentences that tell us how to ask. Now here's the piece that was edited. Here is what was lost. Look at these two very powerful sentences. Ask without hidden motive and be surrounded by your answer. Be enveloped by what you desire, that your gladness be full. Look at what it's saying. In the Bible that you have today.
Do you know what that means? It means when you want something from God, you have to really want it for really good reasons, or He's not going to give it to you. So that means your intentions. The thing I keep telling you about, stop being a fucking pussy ass piece of shit ass person, because my Father can read your thoughts, dumb fucks, and that's why you don't get what you want, because you're evil and you don't need more. You need what you have so you can learn to be good. But you think it's all bubbles and roses. Now also, he just said that's the edited version and blah 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 blah. He's a super scholar Bible guy, right? And he says they edited it and they did double do. You can go look in the book of James for that answer. Oh yeah, that's the book I keep bringing to you. I keep bringing up book of James. Why? Because this book is very short, and if you can't read through the book of James and see all the fucking gems of the world that he's dropping for everyone, then it proves to me you're not worthy to be around me. You're an idiot. James said, "A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways." Double-minded, that means your thoughts, your intent. God, give me a girlfriend, wife, but I'm just gonna make her work for me and enslave her with my cock. Use her fucking dummies. Lord, give me $1 million. I want to take care of my family. And then go cheat on my wife and neglect my kids and not even raise them.
Hey, the King James Version.
I taught you how to do this. I taught you how to get to the Father. Easy. Many, many times, many, many videos, many, many different ways. And he's talking about some revised version. How come some regular black guy figured it out just with the book of James alone? And I didn't get to see the original. Oh yeah, I forgot. The Lord said he's going to write the codes in his people. And we'll be able to just figure it out. We don't need the originals. As soon as we hear what's there, we're just going to fill in the blanks.
Version, John.
God is all-knowing, but why did he create Lucifer, knowing about his rebellion? God knew he wanted a world that would allow free choices, so he allowed Satan to fall, just like he...
Now do you understand why when you say, why does God let these things happen? Blah, 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 blah. He doesn't let anything happen that isn't supposed to happen, first of all, because he gave us free will. Do you want to be a fucking computer program and just automatically do good? Or do you like actually having free will and choices? You see, my Father, because he gave us free will and choice, that means we have to choose. That means the shit we're in means the ones before us chose this for us, and we're choosing it for our children. So you get it? The whole why did he make evil? Satan had a choice, and he chose wrong.
Allowed man to fall. But here's the shocking part. Bible scholars have given us a clue as to what really happened. God knew all along. Scholars tell us that God saw Satan's rebellion. And one of the ways they know this is that in heaven, ranking angels share a signature of God in their names. Even the prophecy of the coming of Jesus in Matthew 1 verses 23, and his name shall be called Emmanuel, had the signature of God. And what's the signature? It's the name, El. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Ariel, Kemuel, Paniel, Ramiel, Zadkiel, Razi, El-Jaffiel, Ragel, Azrael, Capsiel. These names have something in common, and it's the name, El. It's possible that not all angels have El in their names.
Okay, so he just explained and something real smart and then sounded like a fucking idiot all at once. He says all the good angels that are really with the Father, he names them with the word El, E-L, because that means demigod. That means little g. You're a god. You're his little god. And he's the Lord God. Get it? Well, the Lord God said, call my son Emmanuel. Because, you know, he has his name in there. Who the fuck is Jesus then, you stupid ass retards?
Except ranking angels, and Lucifer, who was one of those ranking angels.
Who you
never had
calling
the name
on?
of God in his name. Because God saw the end before he created the
Who you
beginning.
calling?
God is all-knowing, but why did he create Lucifer? Knowing about his rebellion.
Who are you calling?
God knew he wanted a world that would allow free
What does that name mean? See, I looked it up already, and I'll tell you. It means pig, swine. And the prophecy of the Israelites is that we're going to betray God, and we're going to worship an image, and we're going to put swine on our altar to worship. So we have a guy named Isus, which means pig, and we worship this motherfucker, and they told him he doesn't look like us. How many blasphemy levels do we have to go through? One, you fucking betrayed yourself and think he doesn't look like you when the Lord said, I made him out of you, idiot. And so you blaspheme your own everything, your own will and your own reality of what you did in the past. You just relinquish that. Then you rename Emmanuel, you know, man is El. Get it? You're a human. I'm a fucking man. Like the Lord said I am.
If Satan had come begging God for forgiveness, would God forgive him? The Bible teaches that Satan's rebellion against God was a deliberate and willful act of disobedience, setting himself up as an enemy of God. This rebellion was seen as a final and irrevocable act, evidenced by Satan being referred to as the great dragon thrown down.
This is the greatest explanation I've ever heard, because it doesn't have to be true, but the way he explains this, of why Satan's always going to be God's enemy, I fucking said this, but I didn't use what he's going to use, and it is what it is. And this is why he even says it too. Some of the fallen, some of the evil people get to go back. Satan don't, though. And some of the fallen can't because of...
down to earth in the book of Revelation. But here's the shocking part. God forgave man, but God cannot forgive Satan, and here is why.
Did God forgive you, man, or man? Oh, okay.
In the beginning, man sinned against God in the Garden of Eden, and God sent his son Jesus 2,000 years later to die for them. But while didn't God redeem some of the fallen angels in his love and mercy? It was because when Satan sinned against God, he did it in eternity, and in eternity, there is no past, present, or future. But when man sinned, he sinned in time, and God used a window called time to redeem man. That was why God quickly drove Adam out of Eden, so he could not to eat from the tree of immortality and fear sinful nature.
Oh, so soon as Satan decided to fuck with Adam and Eve, that's why he said, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Don't worry, though. He's going to trample you for 6,000 years in your generations. You're fucking done. But don't worry, dog. This is training. I told you I'm going to make angels bow to you. This is what's going to make them bow to you. When they see you beat this fucking guy, When you finally wake one of your children, when they finally wake up, I'm going to jump on them, I'm going to ride them like a donkey, and I'm going to beat Satan up in front of everyone. And then the angels will understand why they got to bow to you. Because I can go into you, and I won't go into them. Because you're my little fucking puppet with free will.
Satan had come begging God for forgiveness. Would God forgive him? The Bible teaches that
It's real strange, the things that I find. Figure I'd, drop a couple of those on you. Zoom in, little nigga, zoom in. My stars out tonight, nigga. Stars shining on you niggas. Anyway, let me stop starting. Get right to some points. Strange day today. Phone acting up and everything, you know. I don't know, just it is what it is. I guess maybe, I don't know. I don't even care really. I just buy a new one. But yeah, man, like crazy shit happened. I watched the reading and it recently said some shit like, yeah, man, you about to see somebody in a Halloween costume and that's a confirmation of something, right? So it's real funny because they just started doing construction on my route, and that was in the reading too. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, nah, that ain't true. And it's even crazier because nigga, they doing construction right across the street, right? So I already had those signs yesterday and the day before, and I'm like, all right, whatever. So they shut my whole block down or whatever. I don't know what they doing, but they just doing up the street. So there's no need to be over there, I guess. So my job put me on my old route that I was on, right? So soon as I'm walking up there and he told me, I'm like, I want to see somebody there. I ain't see them in mad long. We gonna see them today. And right away, as soon as I went in, I seen that person. I said, oh shit, bro, what the fuck, nigga? Did you really do that? Did you really, like, because it ain't me, but it is. You know what I'm saying? The Lord. And then, since I was on that block, I wanted to see somebody else that I used to see out there, because I used to always see them, talk to them, get cigarettes, and, talk about regular shit. And then I seen them as soon as I started thinking about them. And then after I seen them and shit, I dipped off and did something. I went back to work, and then I went in to go to the bathroom or something. And then I was like, I gotta go run to the store, get a dust before I leave work. I want to smoke on the way home. Soon as I come back out of there, I'm thinking about the person, like, I want to see them again, let them know, like, yo, it ain't no hard feelings. Like, we cool, right? Like, I ain't, you know what I mean? I know I was, shit was crazy. Like, I was on some beast mode shit, but, I was on some beast mode shit. Real shit was going on. Like, the shit I was telling you was true. Niggas was trying to fuck with the God. And they was like, yeah, you seem mad calm now, you know what I mean? You don't seem like the way you was. You was turned up. When I see you sometimes, you be all turned up. One day you happy to see me, the next day you, wolf guard this. And I'm like, nah, I ain't never mad when I see you, never. Because I really ain't mad at nobody when I see them, dog. If y'all see me snapping, and it's just like sound the horns. It's just like the rapper that I thought I had a problem when I used to walk by and start spitting bars and knock any rapper head off. Nigga, that's who the fuck I am. Nigga, I'm practicing my bars, or I'm going through something during the day. So when you see me, I might be talking to myself like, man, these faggot ass niggas, and man, let me spit some bars and get the shit off my mind or something. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I always happen to run into people like that sometimes. And that shit be having me bugging because I know they be thinking I'm bad at them. You know? And so that went well, you know what I mean? So that was good. And it was funny because the second time I seen them, they walk by, go to the store. I start walking back to go to the route. I see them up the block walking because we seen each other walk by. And right away, I see a little kid walking by with like a superhero outfit on. I said, wait up, is it? It ain't no near no Halloween. And that's what they said in the ring. You gonna see somebody with a motherfucking costume on, nigga, but it ain't Halloween. I said, yeah, I know it ain't Halloween. And I said, nah, that ain't gonna happen. Halloween passed already and shit, you know what I'm saying? But no, that shit still happened. I said, yo, this is crazy. I mean, that might have not been it, because it said some other shit too that was supposed to happen when it was supposed to be a person sound the horn. You know, some shit. But anyway, that was crazy, bro. Like, that had my mind like, yo, what the fuck going on? So I ran up to the person and let him know, like, yo, I just had these readings and I see these signs, and the sign happened right after I pieced it up or said hi to you and we cool and everything. I'm like, yo, I think I'm supposed to be cool with you or whatever, maybe, because like I be telling people, a lot of times I meet y'all, it's not for a long time. I be meeting motherfuckers just to warn you dumbass about life and or whatever, man. And then if you don't take the heed, you don't take the heed, man. It's whatever. So I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? The Lord work how he work. So that was good to see those people. And I got to see a couple other old ladies and old dudes that used to see me out there. Everybody say the same thing, yo, we miss you, man. You was out here cooking Sunday breakfast on these dudes. Anyway, so that was alright today. It was weird though. Then, as I get home, I'm watching some things about this actor on he used to do Friends, Matt some Perry or some shit like that. And he died or whatever. But right away, of course, I see like this weirdo conspiracy shit. And it ain't even conspiracy. It was just a dude. I seen another interview where it wasn't. He was talking about how much he loves Batman and how he's Batman, how he pretends to be Batman. And I know how to read body language. That nigga was talking some shit. I don't know what he was talking, but the way he was saying this shit in the interview, I said, yo, what did Batman do? He exposed dudes, bro. Like, the nigga talking about, yeah, I pretend I'm Batman, I got the car, I be driving around at night, and he just mad things, and he talking about he put out a book or something, and he talking about things, and I said, yo, bro, that man probably wanted to run his mouth and tell the truth about something, and because it's funny how I just said recently, a lot of y'all stars is going down, bro. If y'all don't tell the truth about what the fuck y'all doing, you're done. So you only got a choice. You're going to get what you're going to get, and you're going to go with the Father and tell the truth, or you're not going to tell the truth, and they going to get your dumb ass anyway, because, you know, you just stuck living your life, and y'all niggas ain't even happy anyway. Fuck the point. I don't get it. So it's like, I don't know, man. I feel bad for dudes. A lot of stars is starting, a lot of weirdo shit happen with them actors and all them stars, man. All this shit is starting to get crazy. And it's crazy. I can't wait to start going back and watching my videos. Because y'all don't even understand. I'm so far focused on my life and doing certain things and doing this or whatever that I don't even watch all my videos or remember all of the shit that I say. My father come on me, I see things, and I start giving out these messages, and that's it, man. Real talk. Like, it ain't like... That's why I have to watch my shit over, because I be getting so many messages, and I don't give a fuck about warning y'all dumbass niggas. If you don't take the fucking message, that's up to you. You the one that gotta live through the shit. I'm chilling, nigga. I'm chilling. I gotta deal with my problems with the Lord with me, man. I ain't worrying about these niggas. I ain't worrying about nothing, nigga. Got 99 problems, but a fucking homo-ass, faggot-ass niggas and your demon-ass bullshit, all that bullshit y'all be doing, that shit ain't one of them, man. Only problem I got is me. How am I gonna continue doing what the fuck I'm doing and sound the horns? Figure out how to get the Lord to take favor on me, man. Get me the fuck up out of here, yo. I don't deserve to be here. This shit is bullshit. I know I deserve better than this. I know I am better than this. Fuck out of here, man. Care how nobody feel about that shit. That's because you don't feel like you nothing already. You always felt like you wasn't nothing. That's why when a nigga like me come out and talk this shit, niggas be like, who the fuck is this nigga, man? Like, you ain't even, what you mean? What you... Listen, dog, in the spirit, nigga, in the spirit world, I'm somebody. Down here, I look like I ain't nobody. Up there, man, come on, bro. Y'all don't even know the work I put in. Y'all talking that shit. All y'all do is learn things and go to work for men. You ain't never worked for the Lord for real, man. You ain't put the work in. A lot of y'all ain't put the work in. Y'all sit behind these goddamn things and chill. Anyway, for my wolves and my ninjas, coming up with some good videos soon.